my YouTube channel. My name is Ria and I'm a lifestyle and immigration content creator living in Dublin, Ireland. If this is your first time seeing my face, you're highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, what's up G, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming back again. Please, if this is your first time, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also give this video a very big thumbs up if you like the video at the end of it. So in today's video, as you guys can see from the title, it's like a part 2 of relocating to Ireland. Ever since that video dropped, I have been getting a whole lot of questions, a whole lot of emails. So I have the questions on my phone. I think I have about 17 questions here that I'm going to be answering for everybody. So the very first question that I have here is teaching and social work roles part of critical skills permit? So yes, social work is actually part of the critical skills permit as well as teaching, but I'm gonna be reading the condition that comes with teaching. So on the critical skills occupation list, there is the PDF there that shows you all of the occupation that is under the critical skills employment permit. But under the teaching and educational professionals, SOC 42311 employment, academics who hold a qualification equivalent to a level 10 of the national framework of qualification in a given discipline awarded no less than 2 calendar years prior to date of an application for an employment permit with a minimum of 1 academic year of relevant teaching experience, and there's like a whole lot of is in the 3rd level institution governed by the Irish Universities Act and all of that, then you know that you can apply. So that's to say that teaching, of course, yes, is part of the critical skills employment permit, but it's not just for everybody that's a teacher. There are still some buts. But just to answer your question, teaching and social work, yes, they are both part of the critical skills employment permit. The next question, are there jobs for healthcare assistants in Ireland? Yes, I think I made this video before. I've made a couple of videos, just about 2 videos anyways, about healthcare roles with Grace on my channel. If you haven't seen those videos, I'm gonna be linking them in this video as well. You should definitely do check it out. I've gotten even an email from somebody saying that they have applied to one healthcare company here in Ireland and has gotten the offer and they're sponsoring for the person and whatnot. So yes, if I do say so myself, there are jobs for healthcare assistants here in Ireland. The third question, share with us the standard format for a CV and a cover letter for Ireland jobs application. I have gotten nothing less than 5 people asking me, is there a standard way to write your CV and your cover letter? And yes, there is actually. I think that every country somewhat has its own standard format, if I do say so myself. And I think that yes, Ireland should also probably have a standard format. Not that it necessarily has to be followed to the T, but if your CV just needs to be written properly, okay? And for my own particular CV, I outsource that one to be written. If I'm being very truthful to myself, I outsource for it with a particular company. It's like a UK company that does the whole CV thing, where you can upload your CV on the website for free, and then they kind of walk through it with using the ATS system, and then they'll come back to you and tell you how your CV is performing, what they think you need to do to make your CV a little bit better than what it is. And if you want them to write it for you, then you have to pay some money. I'm going to be leaving the name of the company that I use on the screen now, so you can check them out. I'm also going to be leaving their link in the description box below. So the next question I have here is, hi Gloria, I saw some of the videos about critical workers wanting to move to Ireland. I live in the US. I'm interested. Okay, so I think what this person is just trying to ask me about is just asking about what the person can do as a nurse, because nursing is also part of the roles that are under the critical skills employment permit, how to go about it. And guess what, guys, I finally found a nurse. Honestly, I'm so happy about this. I finally found a nurse. We should be filming in a couple of days. As soon as we are done filming and I did the video, I would answer all of your questions. Like if you're also like a nurse, or someone that's a nurse, or you have questions concerning nursing and migrating to Ireland, please leave your questions down in the comment section. Stay tuned and watch out for that video. Okay, thank you. So the next question is, I wish to relocate to Ireland with my family. How can you be of help with processing? Okay, firstly, I am not an agent, okay, at least for now. Maybe sometime soon I could consider it, but for now I am not an agent. That's why most times when you message me and say can you put me through this, and I'm always directing you to a particular agency, especially for students. So for now I can't be able to help anyone process any employment permit or any student visa or admission letter. I can only direct you with the little knowledge that I do have. And also, just to clarify something, I know in my previous video people were saying, why did you say it's without sponsorship when you still need to be sponsored? Okay, but answer this question. Yes, I said it and I'm repeating it again. You can actually come to Ireland under the critical skills employment permit without sponsorship. I did not say without a job. You definitely do need to get a job before you're able to come to Ireland under any employment permit, whether it's a general employment permit or a critical employment permit, and I made that clear in my other video. You need to get a job, yes, but for the employment permit, right, under the critical skills, you do not necessarily need a sponsorship. If the employer is not willing to sponsor you, quite and good. There are a couple of people that are even in Ireland at the moment, right, and their job and whatever they're doing at the moment is under the critical skills employment permit, and there are some employers that maybe haven't done it before or does not just want to sponsor them. They have the liberty and the freedom and the eligibility to sponsor themselves. That's the same thing for a foreigner. Okay, you need to get a job, yes, but you don't have to necessarily wait for an employer to sponsor you. So moving on to my next question, number 6. Please, can you help me get a job in Ireland? I've gotten lots of questions regarding this, and I honestly do wish that I'm able to help people get jobs. I honestly wish that I was in that position and I had the capacity to be able to help people get jobs, but I'm not a recruiter. I do not have that capacity. I'm not able to help, unfortunately. I can only direct you to the jobs that, you know, are being published. There are websites that I share in every video that I drop here. Any video that has to do with jobs in Ireland, I always make sure that I do leave like a further research point, which is like a website or like a link. The next question: I'm a registered pharmacist in Ghana. Can I still apply for a job even if I'm not a registered pharmacist in Ireland? What do I do? From what I researched, just to briefly answer this question, I think that yes, you can still apply for a job even if you're not a registered pharmacist in Ireland, because you can't be a registered pharmacist in Ireland where you don't even live here, where you don't even have a job here. So of course you can still apply for jobs here in Ireland without being a registered pharmacist in Ireland, and maybe when you get here you have to, like, you know, walk through the whole process. But don't quote me on this. That's why I'm actually bringing a nurse here very soon who's going to be able to answer all of these questions. Okay, the next question: I watched one of your videos on YouTube about the critical skills employment permit, and I want to know where can one apply for these jobs. I have been able to search for the occupation under this permit, and mine is part of the occupation, but I do not know what companies offer employment under this route. Okay, pretty much the same thing that I said. Like, in my video, one of my videos actually that I made about 3 weeks ago, I made a video about companies that would actually sponsor you. I think I made about 40 plus, and I mentioned names of companies that would actually sponsor. If you haven't seen that video at the moment, I'm going to please redirect you to my description box, check below, and then you will see that video, and I hope that it makes, you know, your journey easier. The next question: for the critical skills employment permits, do healthcare assistants need to apply for it too? Because I can see also a healthcare assistant permit apart from the critical skills. Oh yeah, so the healthcare assistant permit is way different from the critical skills employment permit. The healthcare assistant is not under the critical skills employment permit, so you cannot apply for the critical skills employment permit under a healthcare assistant job. The next question: as an Italian citizen in the EU, I'm a welder by profession with experience of over 5 to 6 years. How can I get agencies in Ireland or links to any work visa sponsorship to Ireland? Okay, so for a welder, I think I have made a couple of, you know, videos about recruitment agencies that actually specialize in some certain fields, and one of it under, like, you know, electrician, construction and whatnot. I have made quite a good number, about 3 videos, and I'm still going to be dropping one video sometime this week or next week, most definitely. I'm about recruitment agencies. The one I'm dropping is about, you know, for doctors, for teachers, for nurses. I've been getting an agriculture. Yeah, those 4 professions. I'm from Kenya. I studied secretarial and I'm interested in working in Ireland. I don't know. Oh yeah, if you study secretarial, definitely you can apply for admin roles. You can even apply for, you know, secretarial jobs here as well in Ireland. But using that profession, I don't think that you are able to apply under the critical skills employment permit. This particular role is more or less under the general employment permit. And again, you have to be very careful, because under the ineligible list of occupations, I know that I saw administrative occupation is part of it. So you have to be very, very careful the kind of admin roles that you are applying for, because not everything and not every secretarial job can actually get you an employment permit. My next question: do I have to look and get a job before I'm eligible to commence my application? Definitely. Under the critical skills and even under the general employment permit, yes, you do need to get a job, of course, before you can even apply for any visa application or anything else. So getting a job is actually like the first thing on the list that you should be able to do before you're able to apply for any permit. So the next question: I'm thinking of moving to Ireland for my master's. I want to know whether IELTS is a compulsory requirement for all universities in Ireland, since I already schooled in the UK. If you schooled in the UK for your bachelor's degree and maybe you want to come to Ireland for your master's degree, you will still need to get an IELTS was done, according to my research, not for admission purposes. In Ireland, I don't think that there's any university that would need IELTS, especially if you're coming from Nigeria. I'm speaking from a Nigerian point of view now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's a prerequisite for your visa application. It's mandatory, except maybe you're from an EU country or an EU citizen, then you're good to go. And my last question. Hello Gloria, I watched your video on critical skills in Ireland, and after I watched the video, I checked if my occupation was on the list. I'm medical laboratory scientist, SOC 3211. This person actually did the research. That's good. I'm a medical laboratory scientist with over 12-year experience, and I'm interested in relocating to Ireland. How can I achieve this? The first thing I would say, as always, would be to look for a job and get a job in Ireland. Honestly, you're able to land yourself a job. Your experience that you have, it's a done deal. Honestly, it's going to be really good for you, honestly. So yeah, that would be my answer. Try getting a job in Ireland. I know it could be hard. All of these things that I'm saying, getting a job is not easy. That I know. Trust me, you can't even tell me that it's easy. It's honestly not easy, especially if you're going to be applying from outside the country. You're going to be competing with a lot of people. A lot of things will probably not be in your favor, but it's been done. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Do not give up, even if it's 1% of people that have gotten it. Why can't you be among that 1%? Keep the faith if you're a Christian. Keep on applying. Do not relent. Do not even pass yourself down even before you even started applying. You know, don't give up. Keep on applying, and one day surely it's definitely going to click for you. Okay, so yeah, we've come to the end of this particular video. These are the questions that I was able to coin from all of these areas down to make this particular video. If you have any more questions concerning the critical skills employment permit or moving your family and whatnot, please don't forget to leave it down in the comment section below. I will definitely answer as much as I can, and the questions are a little bit more than I imagined. I'll probably make, like, you know, a follow-up video about this, just explaining better. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a very huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also, you know, turn on your notification bell down beside the subscribe button. My name is Ria, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. But for now, bye. Ciao. Bye guys.